Best luck to you both. Touch gloves. Touch them up.
Seconds out, round one.
Well, what a contest this promises to be. Adil Anwar against Dale Evans. Very much an all to play for kind of a fight. Both fellas have had their hiccups. Both plenty of ambition. Well, could be the fight of the night. It's got it all really on there.
Yeah, it certainly could be, Dom. I think style-wise, these two should blend nicely to make a cracking contest. Adil Anwar's at sort of a crossroads really in his career. You know, he's had opportunities before. He's been, you know, we won the prize fighter, and he's had little bits of success what could have springboarded him into contention, but he's lost. You know, he's lost fights to the British title, and he sort of lost his way, and apparently he's had some personal problems lately, but apparently they're all in the past now, and he's trying to look forward. But Evans is a tough customer and real good competitor, and as I say, he should make for a great contest.
Well, both fellas just feeling each other out really in the opening stages of this 8-rounder. Both looking at this contest to springboard to bigger and better things again. And Evans just trying to impose a bit of power on Anwar. Platinum kid from Leeds, wearing his Leeds colours tonight.
Yeah, but Evans landed some nice body shots there, and when Anwar was trying to hold on the inside, he was landing some short little chopping shots. He's a very awkward customer, Anwar. We had him down at my gym sparring with a couple of the lads, and you know, he did really well, and they all said he was so tricky to deal with. He's a big guy as well for a welterweight. Although he does say he can make light welter, which I'm not sure he can. You know, I think he's a little bit too big for that, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
He lost on points to Hamilton at light welter, I think, didn't he, as well, when he's going for the British title.
Yeah.
So, but as you say, he's got a good frame on him, rangy.
I think you know, fights like that, talent-wise, he's more than capable of competing and winning fights against, you know, people like Darren Hamilton. But maybe weight was the issue. You know, it can set that little bit of snap out your shots, and you can't really absorb shots the same. But Evans is having some good success in this first round, and I think he may be nicking it for me.
That's what makes it such an intriguing one, really. Because Evans comes here off the back of, you know, some great scalps on his own record, beating Sam Eggington in the prize fighter and Mark Thompson along the way to the final, undone by Glenn Futton in the end in that one. But that's an opening round that, give me your verdict on that one. It's quite a tricky one. Not an awful lot happened, really.
No, you know, in patches, Anwar was giving that little step back and letting Evans walk onto the shots, but Evans is really forcing the issues. You know, that was a glancing body shot, but it did land. And, you know, for Evans to win this fight, he has to apply a lot of pressure, and he's going to have to win it on work rate. So you know, it's never going to be easy for him, but he's certainly not, you know, out of his grasp.
Two experienced corners there as well, giving instructions.
10 seconds, corners.
Platinum kid against the big boy.
Yeah, Gary Lockett was around at the times I wasn't. He sparred quite a bit with Gary Lockett, and let me tell you now, that left hook of his was a beauty. It had me seeing stars a few times.
Good work early on from Evans, landing a left.
Left up to the body there by Dale Evans. And again, obviously the target in the body, I think maybe they do think that Anwar is tight at the weight, and that could be the key to the door.
Anwar trying to get the jab off. Some backhand there.
Yes, that was a nice right hand there, but his jab's a little bit out of range. And oh, there's a nice another chopping right hand over the top. So it's starting to get a little busier now, Anwar. Walked onto a left up there. Just got to be careful. See, Anwar knows that Dale Evans is going to come for him, so he can afford to sit back and let him walk onto the shots. He doesn't have to go looking for him.
Certainly Anwar likes to move around. He's doing exactly that.
Yeah, he's much busier in this round as well. Letting his hands go a little bit more, and had some good success with that chopping right hand over the top.
Maybe a slow burner after all, this one.
A nice right, straight right to the body as well by Evans. And an uppercut on the inside.
Difference in experience between the two in terms of fights and rounds. Anwar been around in terms of fights twice as long as Evans. 144 rounds, box 50 to Evans.
Yeah, he's got a lot more experience, but you know, Evans putting the pressure on. He's definitely the tactics what he's got to go by. I think Anwar. It's an 8-rounder, and I think if he is going to win this fight, he needs to be applying more pressure earlier on, because, you know, Adil Anwar will sit back and let you, pick you off on the end of shots all night. And if it was a 12-round contest, then maybe he could afford to give away the first couple of rounds. But, you know, if Evans is going to win this fight, he has to have his foot on the gas from the start all the way through, because the only way he's going to win this fight is by working him over, putting pressure, chopping him downstairs and sort of bullying him, because Anwar, if you sit off him, he'll just pick you off.
Well, for all his endeavours, he's not really managed to land anything too cleanly on Anwar anyway at this stage, Evans. So I think probably Anwar's thinking, well, 2 down, that's not such a bad thing.
Oh yeah, the only real success Evans has had was with some little body shots, but nothing too big, and I'm sure Anwar will be nice and comfortable at this point.
Still looking for those power shots, Evans. A point you made before in one of the earlier fights, and you can see that Anwar, who does like to bounce around a little bit. And does he maybe lose a little of the power because of that? Does he not plant his feet quite enough?
Yeah, maybe so, but I think sometimes you can hurt fighters with timing, and I think Adil Anwar has good timing, and I think, he can use somebody's body weight coming onto them and time on, especially for that right hand. He chops the right hand over lovely, and he seems to have that timing of that shot down to a T. So, as I mentioned earlier, for Evans to win this fight, he has to be working, every minute of every round to outwork Adil Anwar, and the way to stop Anwar from being successful is to smother him and get close to him, because if you stay on the end of the shots, you can end up in trouble.
Evans thrown to the ropes. Certainly doesn't seem to be any mental scars for Evans, of course. Stopped last time out by Larry Akande. No shame in that, of course. A fabulous fighter.
Yeah, I remember Akande winning the prize fighter, and he'd only had 4 fights going in. He's a very, very good, talented fighter. So, as you say, Dom, there's no shame in that, but doesn't seem to have dented his confidence. That was a nice 1-2 by Anwar there, though. He is starting to land more frequently now, but that's a good body shot to come back from Evans. This could be warming up, this one, Dom.
Very lucky wants Dale to get his feet right.
Yep, he just wants him to close that distance down and not stay on the outside, as I've been saying.
His feet looking resplendent in his Manny Pacquiao boots.
Yeah, he's not messing about with them bad boys. Just missing with that big right hand over the top there. Gary Lockett's giving him the right instructions there. I can just hear him to asking.
So, reached the halfway point of this fight, and this is anybody's guess, Jamie Moore.
Again, Dom, it's a close fight, and it's what you prefer, it's the way you prefer. Do you prefer the pressure of Evans, or do you prefer the single, solid, clean shots of Adil Anwar?
A good left from Evans. Anwar wasn't perturbed.
It's a nice jab by Anwar. And a right hand as well. Timing him coming in now.
There's a little bit of a swagger about Anwar in this round now. Good right to the body.
Yeah, I can slowly but surely I can see the energy sort of coming out of Dale Evans. It doesn't seem like he's as confident as he was when this contest started.
Well, are we seeing a plan in place for a second half fight tactic in the Anwar camp? Just has a different look about him in this 5th round.
He does. He seems to be growing in confidence, and that wrestling up close, what they've been doing in that holding, it can sap your energy, and it just seems to me like Evans is getting a little bit tired now. And as we said, you know, he's forcing the issue, he's pressing on, but at the same time he's walking onto shots. So I think Anwar's plan might be just slowly but surely coming into play. Well, that's a nice little chopping right hand from Evans there.
Anwar tried to land an uppercut, missed on that occasion. Good left.
Yeah, snuck that in nice, nicely short.
Sent the jab into a hook.
Yeah. Nice little right hand there as well. This is a good round, this, for the Adil Anwar. Evans around the back of the head there. Ref might warn him for that.
One thing that seems clear as well, that Nick hasn't caused any problems whatsoever, so far anyway.
Yeah, that's a Anwar round for me, that.
There's a little dance back to the corner as well. Maybe he feels he's had everything Evans has, and he can deal with it.
Yeah, he's definitely grown in confidence. And I've just got Anwar edging ahead now.
Landed a decent right there. Certainly had the clean shots in that round.
Yeah, he did. He copped a little right hook over the top there from Evans, but overall he bossed that round and he boxed really well doing it. So, as I said, the success what Evans was having early was all, you know, his hard work, and he was having a force issue all the time, whereas he seems to have had to drop the pace a little bit, and that's allowing Anwar the space and the time to get his shots off. So Evans has got his work out now.
Seconds out, round 6.
In the 6th round. Certainly that cut above the left eye of Dale Evans. Been treated well. Jason McClory in the corner. Done a very good job of containing it. Again, good aggression from Evans, trying to land that big right overhand. Anwar comes back for a little. The crowd respond.
Yeah, the idea is right. You know, it's he is trying to force the issue and press, but I'd come downstairs first, because when you go to let the shots go to Adil Anwar's head, he always seems to edge back and pull his head out of the way. So I'd start downstairs and come over the top. That's a nice right hand over the top as Evans came in. He's such an awkward customer to deal with, Adil Anwar.
It's the 1-2 away and out of the way.
It's a nice jab, and again, it's an example of if Dale Evans stands off and doesn't apply the pressure, he gets picked off.
Certainly winning the battle of the jab. Anwar just popping it out.
Yeah, again, as soon as Evans stands off, he gives Adil Anwar any sort of room. He bosses it from the outside on the jab. Oh, that was a good right hand over from Evans.
Now Anwar's in trouble and he hits the canvas. Referee John Levens gives him the count. I think Anwar thought there might have been a push there, but he definitely got caught.
Not at all. He was definitely shook up there, Don. And I don't think he's badly hurt, but that was a great shot by Dale Evans.
Well, after a good spell from Anwar, Evans turns it around with that knockdown. And that could be the difference. Lands a left again and now a right, and Evans, buoyed by that, senses blood. A bit over-eager, falls through the ropes himself. Obviously no knockdown. The referee, John Lathan, makes that quite evident. And the crowd on their toes around Ice Sheffield.
Yeah, Anwar was shook up a little bit by some more shots after that as well, and that was a heavy round for him there.
And he's walking slightly gingerly back to the corner as well, Anwar, so that did certainly take something out of him.
Yeah, well, that's a 2-point swing now in Evans' favour, so well, that's a lovely little shot right hand.
Just wobbled him, he folded it up. The first right that did the damage, really. He just couldn't quite keep his balance or senses, so the 3 rights coming in, really, there was the first. Caught him flush, he did well to stay up from that, but then just persistence, the relentless nature of Evans just put him on, made him touch a knee, basically.
Yeah, well, I've gone now from having Anwar 1 point up to having Evans 1 point up now because of that 2-point swing, so this fight's in the balance now. It's anybody's fight.
10 seconds, corners.
Said earlier on, Dom, as well, it seemed like it was warming into a good contest, this, and it certainly is.
We have 2 rounds to find out who will come out victorious in this engaging contest. It's been scrappy at times, but it's kept everybody guessing. Anwar seemed to have just taken control as the fight entered the second half, but now that knockdown changes things altogether. Decent work from Anwar in the early stages, just lands a left. And he'll know in a a tight fight, that could make the difference. What are we going to see from him in the final 6 minutes?
Yeah, that was the first shot. What caught him and hurt him, he didn't go down from. And really, the follow-up. Oh, there's that big right hand again over the top
from Evans, and again Anwar's rocked. He holds on, uses experience to try and clear his head. Now he fights back, tries to find a shot himself. No, Gary Lockwood wants to see straight shots here.
Yeah, he wants that straight right hand over the top, and I can see why, because that's the shot what's working for him at the minute. Anwar seems to be holding his feet too much, and his chin's in the air when he's letting his own right hand go. Evans is beating him to the punch.
Catches him with the right again.
Yeah, just glances over the top. Anwar rode it a little bit.
Now physically, despite Anwar being the taller, rangier man, Evans looks the stronger now.
Yeah, we were all saying earlier on that it looked like Evans' energy was depleting a little bit because of all the pressure he was putting on Adil Anwar, but that right hand has turned the fight on his head and he's put him in the driving seat.
Well, the right not landing as clean this time. Anwar fires back with one of his own. Good right from Anwar. Maybe on the gloves. Now it's leveling up, and they're two trading in the middle.
Oh,
Evans just landing heavy again.
Yeah, that was two big left hooks and a right hook over the top from Dale Evans. Again, Adil Anwar, legs stiffened up a little bit.
Well, Anwar gets out of the way of a big right that time.
Well, this is another...
Close does land, though, you fear.
Yeah, this is another Evans round on my card now, Dom, and barring any more drama in this round, he's 2 points up for me with 1 round to go, so Adil Anwar on my card needs a stoppage.
Oh, a big right, and again Anwar, well, tries to clear the head, but a heavy shot at the end of the 7th penultimate round of this contest, and again Anwar, who was bouncing back to his corner just a couple of rounds ago, looked like he was loving life. Things have changed quite dramatically.
Yeah, he's looking a little bit laboured walking back to that corner there, and as we see here, that right hand over the top has been the story of the fight from the midway for Dale Evans. He's landed some terrific right hands over the top, and he's had Adil Anwar in a whole world of trouble sometimes.
But it's scrambled the senses. Anwar again using experience and fighting his way out of trouble, really, in that instance. But some heavy shots landed from Evans.
It certainly was, and we didn't actually see him in the replays there, but there was some real jolting right hands during that round, and as I mentioned, if the referee's scoring this fight the way I am, Adil Anwar needs a knockout now.
Well, what can we expect from this final 3 minutes of this engaging welterweight contest? And Evans coming out as he has done from the off, looking for the big right, and that will end the fight, surely. Anwar took an awfully heavy right hand. His legs have gone, he's all over the place. The referee's going to take a look at him, surely. I think he's going to be allowed to fight on. Dale Evans, where he can sense blood now, certainly. Anwar is in all sorts of trouble. He tries the big right again and lands again. Somehow Anwar stays on his feet. Can Evans end it in the 8th? Anwar all over the place, hanging on now. That big right hand that's caused problems in the latter rounds, well, threatens Anwar again. Looking to connect, and somehow Anwar still in there, still looks to have just about regained his senses, but his legs were completely gone.
Yeah, his legs are real shaky, Dom, and that was a terrific shot to the temple, and that can shake you up, and your balance is all over the show. But he's doing really well to get through this real tough spell.
Well, Evans is just trying to, I think, recompose himself now. The start of the 8th and final round, and what a start for him.
Well, I felt Adil Anwar needed a knockout starting this round. He certainly does now. I mean, just to get through to the final belt, it looks like will be be a bit of a success for him because Dale Evans is piling it on.
Well, incredible bravery from Anwar. Took some heavy shots in the 7th, but that right at the start of the 8th, and somehow here he is still fighting back, looking for the elusive punch that could somehow turn his fortunes around now. Otherwise, it will be Evans' night.
Yeah, you cannot fault Anwar's heart and determination. You know, he's dragged himself up there because his legs were completely gone, and I don't think there would have been too many complaints if the referee would have stopped that there. You know, he was really on shaky legs, but he's done really well to come through it.
And he lands a decent right of his own. But Evans, well, he's not been too rushed. Oh, he lands a good left this time. Now a right, and he goes down again. Anwar, the left and the right. Well, the combination there has put him in a world of trouble now. The referee again having a good look at him. He looks very unsteady. The legs do not look good, but, well, he will continue. And Evans, well, works the body. But Anwar somehow sees that one out. What a brave effort, because Evans, well, what a superb round from his point of view. He put Anwar all over the place, put him down twice. What a round for Evans to really put it beyond any doubt. The latter couple of rounds, and now Anwar, well, makes his way to his corner. He's still a bit unsteady, but fantastic performance from Evans. He really turned the screw when he needed to.
Certainly was. You know, that pressure, what he's putting on early doors, Anwar was allowing him to walk onto the shots, but, you know, slowly but surely, he got a foothold in the fight, and, you know, that final right hand over the top, what he had him on such shaky legs, and I didn't think the referee was going to allow him to continue. He did. Again, you know, he got hurt late on with a big left hook, and how he got through that round, I don't know, Don. There it is, that big left hook, and again,
two left hooks and a right to put him down on that occasion, but somehow, incredible bravery, real strength from Adil Anwar to get through that. But now I think we know the verdict that we're going to get from our MC Mike Goodall.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of 8 rounds of action, the referee's scorecard reads 77 points to 73 points in favour of the winner, Dale Evans. And ladies and gentlemen, your appreciations, please, for Adil Anwar.
Tonight against a very good opponent in Adil Anwar.
Yeah, at first I was finding it hard to work him out a bit. He had a very good jab to start off, and I was finding it quite difficult to get inside, but Gary was preaching in the corner. I don't know if you could hear him, but keep my hands up tight, just work my way in, and as the rounds went on, I just got stronger.
Yeah, I could hear him shouting in your corner to throw him straight. You were trying to loop that right hand, and I think as soon as you straightened it out, you caught him sweet.
Of course, yeah, I think that's a lot I need to work on in the gym, is just, you know, pace myself a bit and just throwing the shot straight on the counter. But I was loading up a bit, but once I threw him straight and he landed, you know, I do hurt people, I know that, but it's just about, you know, practicing and getting it to work.
Yeah, I think that when you'll put you probably in the top 10 in Britain, and some great fights out there for you with your style, like to get stuck in and really heavy-handed. So,
yeah. Of course, yeah, I think I've just slipped outside the top 10, but you know, my performances haven't been the best, and I deserve to be outside the top 10. But with performances like that, you know, I'm only going to get better, and I deserve to be in the top 10 and in the domestic fights.
Well, a fantastic night